Hey, welcome to Kaspa Daily Pulse. Here's what the Kaspa community's been buzzing about today. First up, the big brain topic: vProgs, ZK, and DAG-Knight. People are seriously chewing on what vProgs actually are. The way folks put it, they're off-chain programs that run your logic elsewhere and only send Kaspa a proof that, yep, this code ran correctly, so layer 1 stays super light. They're hyped about it being VM-agnostic, plus the idea of templates so devs can eventually build in pretty much any language without learning Solidity or special VM stuff. There's also chatter that DAG-Knight is basically done, and that the whole codebase already migrated to Rust earlier on, with people watching GitHub and saying it looks like devs are cleaning up ahead of some bigger launch. Second highlight, the energy trading mega-narrative. Folks were hyped that Siemens, GE Vernova, and even a giant Chinese state energy company showed up at the KII event in Dubai, and we're hearing about Kaspa. The dream here is energy trading infrastructure built on top of Kas, including a gigawatt stablecoin that some think could push insane volume and a really healthy fee market if it ever goes live. None of this is shipped yet, but as a narrative, people are treating energy as a trillion-dollar lane where Kaspa could quietly sit underneath and collect fees. Third, there's a tug-of-war between L2s and vProgs. Some call L2s useless on Kaspa. Others see them as training wheels until vProgs arrive. You've got names like Cascade, KFC, Kaspacom, and IGRA all supposedly lining up L2 launches around late January, while at the same time people quote Yonatoshi wanting vProgs on testnet ASAP so devs don't just pile into L2s and stop caring about the base layer. vProgs plus ZK opcodes are framed as the endgame that makes Kaspa VM-agnostic, with symbiotic L2s on top and Kasplex's current EVM fork seen by some as parasitic and short-term. Fourth vibe today, full-on bear market therapy circle. People are openly talking about Bitcoin maybe dropping much lower, even around 30,000, and what that could mean for Kaspa. There's debate about Kas potentially wicking toward 1 cent, pushed back by others who bring up miner economics, an ASIC floor around 1.4 cents, and how difficulty and hash rate would react if efficient miners capitulate. The mood is rough, lots of "I'm tired," but you still see dip buyers trying to lower their average, and a few viewing all this as just the ugly part of the cycle, plus tax loss selling season. And finally, Binance and the hashtag Binance saga. On one side, you've got people joking that a Binance listing would probably just 2 times the price, then nuke, and that it might not happen until like the early 2030s anyway. On the other side, there's a whole Binance meme wave, dunking on Binance beggars, pointing out how dependent other VC coins are on listings, and pushing the idea that Kas should focus on building its own bank-like infra and recurring salary stacking, instead of worshipping a single exchange. It's become this weird rallying point the community can laugh about while they wait. In the background, there's still the usual off-topic fighting and mod drama, but honestly, that felt more like noise than signal today. That's it for today's Pulse. Let's see what tomorrow brings. Catch you then.